What's up guys, I'm just a gamer and I'm back with another video. Right now this is me just really catching up on a bunch of news that happened the last few days that I've just been really behind on. And first and foremost was that the cast of the Street Fighter live action movie coming up has been announced. And man, I have some thoughts because I just don't know about some of these casting choices. And to be clear, I'm not shitting on anybody acting wise or something like that. It's just that I just don't know if they fit the part that they've been chosen for. There are a few that I actually think I'm okay with, that I actually think are pretty good. But then there are some that I'm just like, what? How does that make sense? So yeah, if anything, let's just dive right in. Because I really want to jump into this real quick, because this actually came out of nowhere for me. I actually honestly forgot that they were making or even considering another live action Street Fighter movie. Because I'll be honest, the original when was it? Was it a '94 movie? I don't think I think it was before '94. I can't remember. The one with Van Damme. It is not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it's actually a guilty pleasure of mine and a movie I hold near and dear. And honestly, I actually think some of the people or actors they got to play some of those roles, they actually fit them pretty well. Like Van Damme as Guile was actually not bad. I actually really liked that. The guy who played Balrog was really good. Chun-Li, the actress, oh my god, she's I know her name, she's so famous now and I can't remember it, but she was good. E Honda was a great actor, like the way Zangief was a good casting on that part as well. Again, I don't blame those actors for the movie being bad. They just needed a better script. But I think casting wise, they actually did a really good job of like how they looked and how they acted, how the characters within themselves acted as Street Fighters were just really good. But again, I know wholeheartedly that is not a good movie. It is not at all. But it is still a guilty pleasure of mine. And yeah, like, so far from what I've seen, I don't think I'm gonna have the similar feeling here, at least as it stands right now. But okay, enough of that. Let's just dive in. Let's just dive into it. Alright, so jumping straight in, Andrew Koji playing Ryu is actually really good in my opinion. I think he's a great actor. If you guys know him from The Warrior, he is not only a fantastic actor, but he's a great martial artist as well. And I actually think this is a really good role or a good fit for the character of Ryu. And I actually have no problem. This is actually one of the best ones I think they have picked, just because I think, again, he has the acting chops and he has the martial arts knowledge to back it up. But yeah, so Andrew Koji, I think he's actually a really good choice for you. Then we go to Noah Centineo. I don't know how to say his last name, forgive me, playing Ken. And oh buddy, I just don't know. I actually know this actor from the show The Recruit on Netflix, and he's actually really good in that show. He's actually a really good actor, but I just don't know if he has the physicality to pull off Ken. And that's not saying that he's not ripped, that he's not like super buff and fit. It has nothing to do with that. It has to just do with, like, again, this is Street Fighter. These people are gonna have, if there's hardly any fighting in this movie, it's already an epic fail, honestly. So from what I've seen of him in The Recruit, again, great actor, but I just don't see him having the physicality to play Ken Masters. And I think that's to be the case with a lot of the people in here, but just him most of all. I'm just like, and again, it has nothing to do with his look either. I know some people were saying, oh, it's just because he's not blonde. Once they like give him a wig or dye his hair blonde, he'll be fine. And again, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that, like, again, great actor, but I just don't think he has the physicality to play Ken Masters. Again, like, apparently they're in training right now, so who knows? I actually don't know. He could be like I haven't really looked it up, but like if he is a martial artist in some aspect, that's actually very helpful. But as it stands right now, I just don't see him. I have misgivings about him playing Ken. That's just me. That's just me. And then we have Kalina Liang. I'm sorry if I'm saying these names wrong. She is actually unknown to me. I actually don't know her. So I actually have no opinion, good or bad, for this character, for this actress playing Chun-Li. Just because, again, I actually have, no reference point for her. I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever seen her in a movie or film or TV show or nothing. So I actually can't say. I actually can't say. So we're gonna move on from this one because I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, this was the one that was most recently announced. Again, forgive me if I say the last name wrong, but David Desmalchian playing Bison. Again, great actor. He's been in a bunch of movies in small bit parts, but he's also like in the show Murderbot that I'm watching on Apple, and he's really great in that. I think it's really fantastic. But I mean, literally look at M. Bison. And this guy is a twig. He is... I just don't see it. I mean, again, great actor. But, I mean, it's just, he doesn't have the physicality. From what I've seen and know, he doesn't have any type of martial arts training or like that. But again, that's not to say that he could be training, he could be whatever. But like, he just doesn't have the gravitas of Bison. Again, it's like, if you've ever seen him in anything, he's always playing like a small guy, whatever, he's very petite. He's not really, he doesn't have a lot of physicality. So I don't know why they picked him for Bison. Again, great actor, but I just don't see it. I don't see him being able to bring the physicality of Bison to the role. I just don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. And I just... And again, also, like, Bison is supposed to be, like, an older looking man. And regardless of his actual age, he actually looks pretty young. David, like, he actually looks like a pretty young guy. Where Bison, he's supposed to be, like, an older man. Or at least, I tell you, again, the way these people are looking, maybe they're all supposed to be, like, pre-teen Street Fighters. Like, this is, like, their teenage years. I don't know. But, like, even then, it's like, ooh, man, this Bison pick, I just don't see it. I don't see it. This next one, I don't think this is confirmed. I think this is more of a rumor that they're circling Cody Rhodes, who if I'm not mistaken is a wrestler, to play Guile. And funnily enough, like, he looks like he would play a better Bison than a Guile to me. He, in my opinion, would make a better Bison. Just because, again, he has that older man look, and he actually has like a good jaw structure or face structure that matches Bison better, in my opinion, than David. So like, this is just weird to me that he's not Bison and instead he's playing Guile. And again, this is not confirmed. I think this is still rumor for him. But if that's the case, I mean, okay. But I still find it weird that Guile looks older than Bison, which they're supposed to be the same age. So yeah, again, this is just this one I'm all right with. I'm all right, but I seriously think he would make a better Bison than a Guile. That's just me. That's just me. here we have Jason Momoa playing as Blanca, and this is actually a good fit, I think. He actually plays a wild man very well. He's played various like wild men before, not wild as in like, you know what I mean. So yeah, I think he can actually play Blanca very well. You know, I'm wondering what route they'll go. If they'll just paint him green, give him orange hair, like what are they gonna do to Blancify him? I'm curious. But overall, I think this one's actually not bad. I think this is a good choice for Blanca. Jason Momoa for Blanca is actually a pretty solid pick to me. I think that's actually not bad. It's pretty solid. Not to mention, again, he has the physicality to play it off. He has done a bunch of action movie stuff, and he's actually a good actor. I actually really enjoyed him a lot of his work, and he's actually really funny. I actually liked him in the Minecraft movie. He was actually pretty funny. I actually really enjoyed him in that. So this is, again, not bad. And this one actually threw me for a loop. 50 Cent playing Balrog. This one, I'm actually not sure about this one, because 50 Cent, he's actually a pretty beefy guy. He's actually has I'm not sure if the show is still going, but he's in the Star show Power, right? Or Book of Canaan or something like that. And I've heard good buzz about that show and that he actually does really well in it. And if I'm not mistaken, it's also like been reported, or not reported, but like it's been known that he's actually been a boxer, or he trains as a boxer for like a long time. So this one's actually not bad. I can see it. I actually can see it. But you know what's throwing me off is that Balrog, he's actually supposed to be like kind of ugly looking, and 50 Cent, he's a little too handsome. But no, that has nothing to do with it. Actually, I think this is a pretty solid pick, because again, I think he has the physicality to pull it off. He has the acting chops, and again, like, he is he trains as a fighter, so he's actually able, I think he can pull off the physicality of it all. And yeah, actually, I think this is an okay choice. I hold reservation on anything else, but like this is also another solid one, I think. Then we have Orville Peck, which I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who this guy is until this announcement. So apparently he's a country singer. If he's been in other movies and stuff, no clue. And it's weird just because, again, from my understanding, he's a country singer. He's not an actor, at least from what I've seen. And the thing about him is, like, apparently he just he's known for wearing a mask all the time. He's only shown his face like one or two times, but mostly all the time he's like, when he's performing, he's just constantly in a mask. And it's like, is that why they picked him to play Vega? Just because he wears the mask all the time, similar to Vega? I don't know. I mean, from the pictures I've seen of him, he actually looks ripped. So physicality wise, he can pull it off. But I don't know his acting chops. I don't know. And again, like, Vega, he's one of the more acrobatic fighters in Street Fighter. So it's gonna be interesting to see, like, can Orville, or I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, Orville, can he pull that off? Or are they going to tone down Vega so where he's more of a, to make him not as acrobatic in the film? I'm curious which way they're gonna go, because like, this one's weird. I mean, why wouldn't they just get don't know. Again, it feels like they chose him just because he always wears a mask. Because again, from what I've seen, he's only a country singer. I don't think he's been in any movies. If he has, I have no clue whatsoever. None at all. And then this is also a weird one. Andrew Scholl playing Dan Hibiki. And yeah, this guy's a comedian if I'm not mistaken. I don't see him having the physicality. And again, I don't know his acting chops. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I think I've seen him in a couple of shows and cameos or in some films, but I honestly don't remember him. If he was or if he is, I honestly can't think of a single one. So I actually have no idea about his acting chops. And again, like, he's a pretty small guy from, like, I've seen of his comedy specials and stuff like that. He's a pretty small guy. And Dan, despite being one of the smaller characters in Street Fighter, he's still, kind of ripped. So it's like, did they pick a comedian to play Dan just because Dan is technically a joke fighter? But it's still funny because, like, there's still a lot of players that are actually really good and Dan has, like, quite a few good moves, and there are people that do play well as him. And it feels like they picked a comedian just to pick, for the joke character that is Dan Hibiki. This one's a little weird to me. This one's one of the weird ones to me. I don't know. I don't think I see it. I don't think I see it. And then, this is the last one, I think. Yeah. Roman Reigns, the wrestler, playing Akuma. And this is going to be controversial, but I kind of don't see it. Again, physically, he's a wrestler, so he has, like, the body type that can pass off as Akuma. But yeah, I just don't see it, just for the fact of, like, Akuma is supposed to be almost like a monster. If you, like, even here in this, like, he's like his features are more monstrous than human. And Roman Reigns is kind of a pretty boy, in my opinion. So it's a little weird. Again, he's a wrestler. I'm pretty sure he's a fighter as well. So he has the physicality, but I'm not sure about the acting chops for this character, for him. I'm not sure about his acting chops. And again, I think he's a little too, like, this is gonna sound stupid, but again, he looks too good looking to play Akuma. Again, they could be putting makeup on and stuff like that, but it's just a little weird that he's Akuma to me. Just because, again, like, Akuma's supposed to be more monstrous than anything, and I just don't see it. But again, he has the physicality, he has fight training, so he has that aspect of the character down. Now it all just boils down to if he can actually have the acting chops to pull it off. But that, again, depends on what they're going to do with Akuma. Because in the games, Akuma, like, he talks, but he talks with a lot of, like, gravitas, and it's always like he's very, like, he doesn't talk much. He likes to just go right to it, to fight. He's the killer. He's the monster. And I'm just curious as to how they're going to try to play him or write him in the movie. But yeah, he's one of the ones that I know a lot of other people said that they actually like this choice. But me, I just don't know. I don't know about this one either. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. And that's about it. I mean, again, like, let me reiterate. I'm just a gamer. I don't know a thing about movies and acting and stuff like that. These are just my opinions. I could be completely wildly wrong about the movie, but and these actors and these and this casting, but for me, as it stands, this movie is looking a little rocky. Again, the guy playing Ken, I just don't see him having the physicality for it. The same thing with the guy playing Bison David, forgetting his name. Again, I don't see them having the physicality for it. Even Roman Reigns as Akuma, who does have the physicality for it, but I just don't know about his acting chops and the fact that, again, he just doesn't look monstrous enough. He doesn't look. That's not even really it. It's not the fact that he's not monstrous looking enough, because again, they could put makeup on him. I don't know. It's just like he doesn't look like an Akuma. That's just me. Like, he doesn't look like an Akuma to me. He looks more like a. Ooh, what does he look more like? In my opinion, for a Street Fighter character, who would he be in line with more? El Fuerte? No, that's just because he's a wrestler. No, Rufus. Oh, that'd be a great one. No. But no, there's just something about him that I'm like, I don't see him playing Akuma. I don't see him as an Akuma. He doesn't have, I don't know. He's just not it for me. I don't know. It's just, again, it's gonna sound so stupid, but he just looks too pretty to me. He doesn't look monstrous enough. But again, they could just fix that with makeup. I'm rambling. I apologize. I'm just like, again, like, it all depends on how they're gonna try to write this movie. Because for all we know, they're trying to make this like a teenager version of all the characters movie, or a teenager version of a bunch of the characters. Because the guy who's, apparently that they're considering playing Guile, Cody Rhodes, he actually, again, he looks more like Bison to me than he does Guile, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on this movie, but I can already tell you, I don't have high hopes for this movie. I just don't. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'll be happy. I'm happy to be wrong about this movie. I'll be ecstatic to be wrong. But as it stands, this movie, it's already looking very not good to me. That's just to me. But again, these are just my opinions. These are just my thoughts. I have no clue about these, the movie, or the script. We don't even have a trailer. They haven't even started shooting yet. Apparently, they've only just started training, which, God bless those characters. Like, if they can pull off the training and they can actually pull off, fight scenes in the movie, good on you. Prove me wrong. That's my thing. I'm gonna say it right now. Please, Street Fighter 2026, prove me wrong. Actors, prove me wrong. Because as it stands right now, I just don't have high hopes for this movie. But again, those are my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I appreciate feedback. Subscribe. I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube because I have not figured out multi-streaming. So if you'd like, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/justagamerink, all together word, or you can click link below. And on YouTube, just hit the notification to know when I go live. But what are your thoughts on the cast of the Street Fighter 2026 film? Are you happy with it? Are you not? Do you have high hopes for this movie? Do you have low hopes for this movie? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. So if anything, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care and have a good game.